What's up, y'all? But first of all, before I do anything, before I do any talking, let me go ahead and pray over this food. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for this food we're finna receive. In the name of Jesus, we pray, Father Lord. I ask you to protect this food, Father Lord. In Jesus' name, we pray, Father Lord. Because the food we eating is not good. And I ask you to protect it at all given times, Father Lord. Amen. What it do, y'all? I told y'all I'd be back with another video. And I also told y'all that I was going to put something together. How y'all feeling out there? It's just... I told you I'd be back with another one. But I am going to sit back and wait for a couple of my people to get in the building before we start talking about this good vegan. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button coming in. I put some rice together. I had made some yellow rice, and I made like a little thick vegan stick. And that's exactly what you guys see right here. I'm going to add a little organic ketchup to it, you know. I told you I'd be back with another video. I just told you I had to cook something. I had to put something together because right before I got out, I really didn't eat nothing. You know how that be. So I really had to get in and put something on my stomach. I told you guys that a minute ago, right? I told you I had to put something together, right? How y'all doing today anyway? I was hungry, guys. I said, let me sit down and make something to eat. I said, let me sit down and make something to eat, then I'll be right back with y'all. So sometimes you got to sit down and do what it do. Sometimes you just got to sit down and do what it do. Because I told you, I had to come in, man. I really had to. This is the biggest thing. I was hungry, y'all. Tyler Webb, good, you? I'm good. Thank you for asking, Tyler. How you feeling? I got no stomach. It's the size. This is the size that I wear. You can't fake the size, right? You know you can't do that, right? We know that. From Russia. We got Russia in the building. From Russia. What it do in Russia? What it do in Russia? How's it feeling in Russia? Russia should be pretty cool. You say you like it in Russia or you from Russia? Which one you from? You gotta be from Russia. Is this the person from Russia waving out? How you doing today? From Russia. How you feeling in Russia? How you doing in Russia? Everything is cool there? How you like it in Russia? How you like it in Russia? Is it pretty cool there? What? How you like it in Russia? Do you even like being there or what? You like it there? Do you like it in Russia or you don't? This is some fresh water. I like to drink a lot of water. You like it in Russia or what? Oh, man. How you like it in Russia? Oh man, how you like it in Russia? Is it pretty cool in Russia? Russia is a strict state, right? I mean, it's a strict nation. I know it is. All them other nations. I said that. All them other nations are dictator nations. So do you like it in Russia? I'm asking you a question. Or are you from Russia? Or is you still there in the comment section? Are you from Russia or you just like to be there to visit or what? I don't know which one it is. I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. You say you're from Russia, you say you like it there, so I'm asking you a question, a simple question. Are you from Russia or are you born and raised there? Are you there to visit or whatever it is? Whatever it is. Because Russia, I heard Russia is Russia is a dictator nation, right? You live there, right? Oh man. Matter of fact, I'll probably eat the rest of this rice. I'll just eat the rest of this rice. Oh man. I was just asking one question. How y'all doing? Peace and blessings or whatever. My boy, the Harry back in the building. I told you I'd be right back. I had to get something to eat, you know? I had to sit down and get something to eat because I was talking a little bit too much earlier on the other live stream. I really was, guys. I don't know what it was. Y'all see the fresh water, right? What's up with my boy the hire? I could have drunk this whole cup, y'all. That's how much I love water for real, especially like when it's cold. I like it like that when it's cold. Oh, man. What's going on with your hire? That's crazy. I don't like, why when y'all come in here for real, hit the like button. Like, come on, man. Hey, my boy the hire, you know you the number one, man. You my number one supporter, man. You always there. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of these people, man. I don't know. I guess some of them to the point where they don't hit the like button. I guess they just big haters. I guess that's what it is. That's what it is. But you the only one come through for me to hire. You my number one for real. And when it be number one supporters, you gonna be the first one to hire because you support me through no matter what, man. Like I say, I don't know what's be wrong with the rest of these people. I don't know, maybe they must be mad or having a bad day, or maybe they must be hating. But you come through, show support, the hire. You do. You my boy. It really is, man. You know. I can't stand my nosy neighbors. You say you up there about neighbors? You close. You up there? You. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me get my vocabulary and speech together. So you say I can't stand my nosy neighbors. So you must be up there with a lot of nosy neighbors to hire. Well, neighbors can really be lightweight, kind of upset you sometimes. I understand. They really can. They really can get on your nerves. I did it before. When I stay next door to some neighbors and they get on your nerves, that's why you gotta have a house. That's why you gotta be in the house. That's why you ain't gotta be next to no neighbors. I'm just putting up with their nonsense behavior, I just putting up with their nonsense behavior. Cause like when you live next door to neighbors, they really can be a little bit out of hand, which is get on your nerves or whatever, But that's what they do, That's what the neighbors do. Sometimes, I know. So sometimes you just gotta ignore the neighbors sometimes, but still love them and faith in the Lord, but ignore them sometimes. That's what I do sometimes. I ignore my neighbors. Well, when I did stay next door to neighbors, I just ignore them, man. I just really don't pay no attention, man. I really don't, man. But they'll pay attention to you, though, won't they? I had made some rice, y'all, and some vegan sticks. A little bit of this rice. I made some yellow rice. I put some garlic powder and some pepper. I ain't used no other type of seasoning. You said as I'm watching the playoff this year. I gotta ask, fam. You watching the playoff this year? The playoffs. Oh, it must the NBA playoffs, right? The NBA playoffs. Yeah, I probably take a few shots at it. Yeah, I might watch a little bit of it for real. But I might take a little shot at it for real because I really don't actually have no NBA team, but I will sit there and take a peek at the NBA playoffs or whatever, take a peek at it, but I'm not really actually finna sit there and get all the way into it, you know what I mean? But like I say, I will sit there and watch a little bit of the playoffs. I really don't have no favorite team that I'm working with, But at the same time, I will sit there and watch a little bit of the basketball, Ain't nothing wrong with watching basketball. If you got a favorite team, like I say, I'm not a type of person that have a favorite Let me take this back. I'm not a type of person that have a favorite basketball team, But at the same time, I will actually sit there and watch a little bit of the playoff, but I'm actually not going to sit there and really get into all the detail, the highlights of the NBA playoffs. No, that's nothing what I'm finna do. What I'm finna do is, sit there and actually take a peek at the playoff, a little bit of highlights, a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of how they come on talking or whatever to the point. But I will sit there and watch the highlights with your boy Stephen A, whatever his name is. I don't pay attention to none of these cats, man. But at the same time, man, I will get on there and watch a little bit of it and take a bit of the NBA highlights for us. Steph Curry, the Lakers, all these other type of people, man, you know? But at the same time, I'm not about to really get into it, guys. But I will take a look at it. I really will, guys. But not nothing too major, though. You know what I mean? Not really nothing too major. LeBron, I don't really care about none of them teams, man. But I did, you know what, yeah, back then, though, like, I used to be a Golden State fan, though. Like, I did, like, back then when Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and them, when they used to play for Golden State, when they was hot back then. I don't know what they hot now. I don't know what's going on with them now. Matter of fact, I think Klay Thompson probably got traded to Dallas or something like that. What are them teams he got traded to? I don't know. But they not really hot like how they supposed to be. You know, from Klay Thompson to Steph Curry, all these particular type of highlights individual people that play for these particular type of teams that won different type of championships and trophies and stuff like that. But you know, it's not really the same how it was back in the days when these boys played basketball in the NBA league. I'm not ready for it. Yeah. Set this back in the refrigerator. Yeah, I'm gonna set this back in the refrigerator. I don't know why I took it out. I don't know why I took it out. I don't know, man. I just took it out. So I need to put it back in the refrigerator. Say put this back in the refrigerator. I really don't need it. All right, guys. But yeah, maybe let me see. Read this. Oh, okay. We said my boy the higher, which is the last comment. They want to make loud noise try to get my attention. Okay, that's what they trying to do, which is your neighbors. That's exactly what they trying to do. Make loud noise to get your attention, which is understanding because we all went through that in some type of way, respectfully. So I understand that. Okay. And who this guy here? Right. What he say? That's what's up, man. Don't watch other man's. Right. We chase our own. I don't watch all that other type of stuff. So I don't be watching no NBA, football, none of that type of stuff. I don't watch no other man play no basketball in no tight shorts or no tight cleats or whatever, man. I don't watch that type of stuff. That's not for a man to sit back and watch another man wear a tight type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? I'm a different type of breed, so I don't watch that type of stuff. I don't tolerate that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? So that's something that's not really been my hobby. You get what I'm saying? I don't really get into them particular type of things like other individuals get into these particular type of things. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not the particular type of person which is a regular individual that will sit there and really get into something that's really is unnormal. You get what I'm saying? It's really unnormal instead of being normal. You get what I'm saying? So that's exactly how that situation to touch up. For us being in different type of situation, for us other people watching what they like to like, for a steady watching what you don't unlike to like. You get what I'm saying? So far, and that's to be like a different type of scenario. You get what I'm saying? For us dealing with a different individual that like to watch different type of things that other people don't like to watch for real. So it's a scenario all the way around, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we get that coming in right there, respectfully for real. So that's what we'll be at right there, talking about these political different type of issues or whatever for real for us, what people like to watch and what people don't like to watch, respectfully for real. So whatever you like to watch for us, your own personal use for real, then that's your own opinion, what you like to use and what you more focus on, respectfully for real. So I really can't vouch and really speak for other individuals for us television bass, what they really like to watch coming in. So that's basically, you know, the situation for us, having this conversation for us, what others like to do for real. So that's exactly what we are stand at for us on this issue, for dealing with what people like to watch for us, NBA, whatever your TV commercial might be or whatever. So that's really what you like and what's your opinion, what you like to watch, respectfully coming in. So everybody got their different opinions about what they glue to. And it's just fair and simple. That's exactly how it goes, respectfully. Maybe I just need to make more YouTube videos, more Instagram videos. Maybe I just need to make more YouTube videos. Let me make 1,000 videos in one day and be done. Forget it. And do it like that. You get what I'm saying? Ooh. Who said that? That's crazy, though. Let me take a bite of this food. I gotta go in a minute. Talking to my peoples on here. But that's how that situation go. Appreciate you. I really appreciate you guys respectfully. Every last one of you guys is in the comment section respectfully. You know, from ladies and gentlemen to everyone in the comment section, which is going down the list. I appreciate every last one of you guys respectfully coming in. And let me go ahead and set this to the side because we're not really using this. So we're going to put that back in the refrigerator, exactly where that belongs, respectfully coming in. I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. And thanks for joining and thanks for watching and thanks for coming through, guys. Thanks for stopping through respectfully. Every last one of you guys. And I hope you guys have an amazing evening, which is a new holiday, which is going on with the family. I just don't celebrate holidays. Are you okay? You asked me is I'm okay now. What would you ask me that? Why would you ask me that? Why would you ask me is I'm okay? Do I look like I'm okay? I am very okay. I look like I'm very okay from my own opinion. Well, a high other opinion, you know, but I think I'm doing pretty well from my own opinion. But, you know, it be like that in the comment section. You know, people going to ask you whatever they feel to ask you, you know. That's how it be sometimes. I made this yellow rice. I just made this about 30 minutes ago. I used a little bit of garlic powder, some pepper, a little bit of onions, and I made some yellow rice. And it's very good because I do know how to cook. Yes, I do. But I just made it, you know. Ooh. I about to say, the higher, where did you go? I was just looking in the comment section to see where did my boy the higher go. Maybe you must got lost for a little minute because you did say something about nosy neighbors and stuff like that. I know I did hear you say something for real. Maybe you might have to escape from them a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Because we do have nosy neighbors and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Wherever type of environment, state, city, wherever you at, you deal with different type of nosy neighbors in the facility, in a complex, or wherever you at, or do you stand off in a house separate by yourself where you remain and also mind your own business, respectfully coming in by dealing with different type of people. You get what I'm saying? So that's how that is, man. You said it's my mom, okay? My mama deceased. She been deceased for about 8 years. You know, God got her in heaven and hopefully taking care of her, you know? Yeah, she been gone for about like 8 years, you know? My mama been gone for about 8 years. God bless her soul. She in heaven where she's safe and she at peace. You know, she at peace, I guess, man. Well, not I guess. I'm not gonna say it like that because I feel like saying okay, I guess, is the wrong thing to say about your ambassadors. You know what I mean? So these things that you don't even say nothing about your ancestors. These are your ancestors. So you don't say anything wrong about your ancestors, the one who breathed you and gave on here. You know what I mean? So that's the way how it is. Someone say, who is this? If I'm pronouncing the name right, I want to say Derek, Mr. Derek, right? He asked me a question, asked me why do I not celebrate holidays? Because I'm just the type of person that I don't believe in no type of holidays. I even don't believe in birthdays. I don't even celebrate my own birthday. You know, I just don't believe in holidays. You know what I mean? Because that's just a sign of something else. I'd be like, I don't believe in holidays because that's a sign of the devil. The devil created holidays, Halloween and stuff like that, where little kids go to trick or treating and stuff like that. That's a sign of a Satan and a demon. So that's why I don't celebrate holidays, because I serve the Lord and I focus on God. So I don't focus on no demonic demon stuff like that. So that's like when you taking your kids out to like haunted houses and stuff like that. That's a part of a sin. That's a sin of the devil. You get what I'm saying? When you go and take your kids into a haunted house and stuff like that, you see witches and all type of stuff pop out and kids get scared. Mommy. All that other type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? It's really crazy for real, because I never believed in this particular type of holidays and demons and devils and stuff like that. When you serve the Lord, you believe in what's righteousness, right? So I never believed in no type of holidays or Halloweens, Christmas, and none of that type of stuff. And I'm going to tell you another thing about Christmas. The only reason I don't believe in Christmas, right, is because, check this out. Y'all agree with me for real. Check me out. Listen to what I say, right? The only reason I don't believe in Christmas, right, because there no Santa Claus come through no chimney and drop no presents off through the chimney. I was asleep. Your parents went out to the grocery store and bought you them presents, and they wrapped them out while you was asleep in the middle of the night, thinking that Santa Claus came from a chimney with some cookies and milk right there that your parents laid out, thinking that's Christmas, thinking that Santa Claus gonna come and eat these and drink these milk. There wasn't no Santa Claus that came through the chimney for real. Your parents went out, worked hard, got them presents, wrapped them up, woke you up out of the middle of your sleep, Christmas the next day, opened the presents up. Your parents bought them presents. Didn't know Santa Claus deliver these presents. You didn't sit on no Santa Claus lap and say, Santa, could you give me a PlayStation 3? Santa, I wish for a car. I wish for a Mercedes. I wish for this. No, Santa Claus didn't do that. You have to go to your parents and ask your parents, Mommy, one of these days, I want a car, I want this. And your parents going to make it happen for you for real. They're going to work hard, save their money, save their hard-earned money, and go out there and get you what you asked for. Santa Claus didn't do it. Santa Claus didn't come through no chimney and drop no presents off. No, he can't fit through that chimney with them big bags, dropping through the chimney with them big bags. No, Santa Claus didn't do that. Your parents woke you up and did that. And that's the reason I say I don't believe in holidays, because it's all fake. That's why I stole Christmas fake. Come on, man. My parents went out and bought me remote control cars and PlayStation, Nintendos and stuff like that I wanted. Santa Claus didn't drop it through this chimney because I was up looking for it. No, my parents woke me up and say, hey, Merry Christmas. Your present's up under the tree. Yeah, that's your parents got you this particular type of stuff. I didn't believe in no Santa Claus. Never did. I mean, at school, when we went to the little thing, we sit on Santa Claus lap and say, hey, what you want for Christmas? Since I can't get it at home, my mama ain't got the money to afford it. Can you give me a remote control car? And I wish for a Nintendo 64. And there's Donkey Kong Country, the game that I used to play. When we used to play Donkey Kong Country with the little gorilla and the monkey, I want that game too, Santa. Can you give me that game? That's what I've been wanting. Okay, let me get the list and write it down for you. One Santa Claus, one Donkey Kong Country, and you want this and you want that. You never seen it. Your parents went out there and got it. That just was a fake design. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I know this stuff is designed, man. I don't believe in none of this type of stuff. They can't get me to believe in none of this type of stuff because I see right through it. You get what I'm saying? And that's the reason that I tell you guys that I don't believe in no type of holiday. Sometimes I don't even believe in my birthday. I don't even celebrate my birthday because all this stuff is designed and set up for real by these other people over there for real. And they want people to believe this is what's going on. And it's designed by Satan for real. Presents, that's Satan giving it to you by the devil. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe in none of this type of stuff. That's why I say I don't believe in holidays, guys. And that's on the real for real. I keep it real with you guys when I come on for real. You know what I mean? Give you a story of coming up, you know, how I was this and that or whatever to the point believing in different type of holidays that I didn't get the things that I wanted because my parents didn't have the money to get it and stuff like that. So I went through school with Santa Claus thinking I was going to get it from Santa Claus in school, but that never did happen. And then my parents had to go out there and work hard to earn the money to be able to get what I want. Your little siblings and your brothers and sisters, they want things too. So it ain't really all about you for real. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I know it's crazy though, guys. You know what I mean? It's lightweight kind of crazy. That's why I say, because I wanted things in life too coming up like that my parents can't get. I mean, like I say, I know we done all went through this type of stuff with our parents, that we wanted stuff that we couldn't afford back in the days, going to school. Just like back in the days, like buying a pair of Michael Jordans back in the days, when you go to school with a pair of Jordans on and you want these Jordans that your parents can't afford. So you got to go to school with some Pro Wings or something on like that for real, because your parents really can't afford what the other parents can afford for their child. You get what I'm saying? And that's how you make things really kind of copacetic to the point, because you want them shoes, but you can't afford it because your mama don't got the money to afford it. She got to place a roof over your house, food on the table. She can't afford them $200, $3 Jordans that they got on. You get what I'm saying? And that's real. You know what I mean? I just speak real facts for the things, you know, like for us growing up in the community, when not having things that your parents couldn't buy, things was kind of unaffordable back in days. So it was like way kind of hard coming up for me. You know what I mean? So you really had to get out there and work and get the things that you want. Your parents can't afford the things that you want. Your mama on food stamps, welfare, all that other type of stuff. You can't get the things that you want. And it's kind of crazy for it, because you know, a person have to live like that and go through that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Not me or y'all either. Nobody should go through that. You know what I mean? For us living wise and particular type of things like that, guys. So it's just crazy for it, because I went through that. I experienced these type of stuff. Just I had to get up because I wanted stuff that other people had that I couldn't afford. So I had to go out there and get a job and get it for real. You know what I mean? And my parents didn't have the money to be able to afford what I wanted for real. So it was things was like way kind of hard coming up. You know what I mean? I couldn't afford this and get this and all that other type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I had to go get a job, work for CCY, get a broom, dustpan, sweeping the trash off the street, making $16 an hour, stuff like that. And then when I get them checks, I can go afford the things that I want. You know what I mean? So it's like way kind of hard, guys. And like I said, it's not easy for me. It's not easy for y'all. We got to get out there and work for the things that we want in life, for our kids and too and all, for real, you know. So sometimes I just went with the flow in school. You know what I mean? I only can get what my mama can afford, because I know she keeping a roof over my head. She keeping bills paid. You know what I mean? I don't got no job to afford this type of stuff. They pay rent and all that. I can't do it. I'm a kid. That was her job to do it. So I really had to go with the flow, what she can do and what she can't do, for real. I had to go out there and give me a little teenager job and give me a job and make money on my own and go about my own stuff that she couldn't afford. You know what I mean? And I think that was a good, smart way to do it anyway. You know what I mean, guys? I think it's a good, easy, smart way to do it compared to doing it the illegal way. You know what I mean? That's why I say I'd rather go get a job or something like that. I'm not finna be out there sitting on a corner selling no drug, risking my life going to jail, taking my chances up, destroying my life. You know what I mean? Over a little petty drug. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna do that. I'm gonna go send me an application. I'm gonna give me a job, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna take my butt to work and go make me some money and be independent and motivated. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm not finna be standing on there hitting no licks, selling no crack, heroin. I'm not finna be doing none of that type of stuff. I'm gonna go get me a job and get it job and do it the good way and be. You ain't got to worry about looking on your head over the police coming. You ain't got to worry about none of that, because you get up and go to work every day and stay out the way. That's a good thing to do. And that's why I was taught by my parents to get up and go do. Get you a job, go to work, stay out the way, pay your bills, be independent, and that's a good way to live life. Yep. Okay. You just gotta listen for real, you know what I mean? And that's just real for real, you know what I mean? And that's just a real story, you know, that I just sit right here telling y'all, man, you know? But that's just like that we go through for us coming up with us, our families, our ancestors, and all stuff like that, to the point that when we was going to school, we couldn't afford the hot Jordans that people wanted to wear. We couldn't afford this particular type of stuff. So it's crazy though, guys. But we're gonna really get into some more story. We're gonna really get into some more details about this and really get into some true some real life true stories. You know what I mean? Telling y'all a real life true story about the real, you know, about the world and the life or whatever, man. Y'all know. But yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and get up off here, y'all. I've been on here for 34 minutes and 20-something minutes streaming for. I've never been on here that long. So I'm finna go ahead and hop up off here. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share to the channel. We got more stories to tell. We got some things that we're gonna be doing. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel immediately. And yeah, we're gonna be talking about some real lifetime stuff, man. You know, things I done went through, you know, tell y'all a little story about things I done went through, things I done boom, 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 you know, for us back and coming up in the streets and stuff like that. So you know, it's gonna be a little hard, it's gonna be a little episode. I'm gonna tell y'all a little episode, you know what I mean? From coming up in the past, from my childhood to where you at now for it. So it's gonna be like a baby episode for it, that I'm gonna tell the story to you guys. So that's what we're gonna be having coming up. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But yeah, though, guys, that's what it was, man. I'm gonna go ahead and chew up the rest of this little rice that I got right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care of yourself. God bless y'all. Excuse me. Let me get my vocabulary, get my speech together right before I say anything. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm gonna jump up off of here. Be back soon, pretty soon. I'll chop it up with you guys about a lifetime story and things like that. And we how to become a NY like how to become a YN like you, like who, me? You say I'm a YN. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Y'all finna go ahead and get up off of this live. I'm gonna talk to y'all pretty soon. I might jump back on her a little bit later or whatever, chop it up with y'all guys a little bit later for real. But I'm finna go ahead and get up off here, let you guys go. Continue to do what you guys was doing. Y'all stay safe. God bless every last one of y'all. And stay as safe as you can. Stay focused on whatever you got going on in life. Stay focused. Stay away from the negativity. Just stay focused. Keep your head focused. What you focus on in life. Just stay focused on life and stay focused and accomplish what you need to accomplish in life and stay focused and stay away from the nonsense and the negative that's going to give you what's the word I'm looking for? That's gonna give you distractions. So you don't need no distractions. Sorry about that. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, guys, I'm finna go ahead and get up off of here, man. I've been on here talking for so long, man. I gotta go, man. Y'all take care. I love y'all, man. God bless y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. If you ain't already a member to the channel, talk to you guys later. We have more discussions and stuff like that to talk about. Normally things that we talk about. So yeah. So I'm gonna be talking to y'all guys later, man. Y'all take care. God bless y'all. Y'all have an amazing holiday. Whatever y'all doing right now, continue that. Enjoy it. Stay safe. Stay blessed. And talk to you guys pretty soon. And I'll be getting with you guys pretty soon. And God bless every last one of y'all. And I hope y'all have an amazing evening. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. And thanks for stopping by, guys. And thanks for watching too, by the way, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, comment. Talk to you guys pretty soon. Thanks, guys. Take care.